There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Bruh, we just listened to the Melvins, alright? We should have all of the tunes on this channel unless they got copyrighted to hell and back. This seems like a record that'd do that for some strange reason. This seems like a record that won't allow me to put the music up for some reason. There's something about it. But I'm allowed to comment and give my review as I may. So, we listened to Melvins, we listened to Houdini. It's the first time I've ever listened to Melvins in my life. It was recommended on the Patreon via man like Gary, who's put me onto some great music, some fantastic music, and some music I have never, ever delved into. I've always known that I should have listened to the Melvins or checked them out at some point, right? And here I am. I got the perfect excuse to do so. So thank you very much, Gary. It was a great request because I've seen this artwork over and over throughout my life and I've never checked it out properly. It's just not in a field of music that I have ever sort of been within. So it's always skipped me as far as related artists are concerned and so on and so forth, yeah? It was a good record. It was a pleasing record for me because it wasn't over-polished. And the madness is Kurt Cobain producer. What the heck, man? I'm not here to talk about Kurt Cobain, though. But that was a passing comment as far as the sound production is concerned. It was budget, yeah? He wasn't producing like bloody, you know what I mean, Scott Storch, 50 Cent style, you know what I mean? He wasn't putting out Dr. Dre style beats, I'll tell you that much. But it suits me because it was organic and it felt natural. It wasn't over polished, and that's a brilliant thing because when it comes to heavy music, there's this emphasis on great production to emphasize the heaviness and the tightness and this and that. But that just creates this technological, polished, sparkly jacket that the harsh music wears. It's just not good. And this is great in regards to giving atmosphere. It sounds like you're listening to the band jamming, and I like that a lot. Definitely a three-piece band. I could pick that out from the get-go, right? The bassist, probably the highlight. The drummer wasn't great. The drummer wasn't very, he didn't come across as like a great drummer, in all fairness. Definitely played his part. The riffs were simple as hell. But it wasn't a bad thing. It was not a bad thing. It was good. It was hypnotic in a sense, which runs parallel with the title of the record, especially the artwork as well. It was magic. It was hypnotherapy to a degree. Now, I missed out on the fact I wasn't high as a kite listening to this record, because this is bro, if you're checking out this review, yeah, be honest with me. Do you smoke bud? Because that's how you got to listen to this record. That is how you got to listen to this record, alright? And I'll leave that there. My favourite tune was the mid-tempo Blaster, which I believe was Honey Bucket. I think that was the track. And then Joan of Arc was my second favourite. And was it Teat? Potentially it was Teat, was my third favourite. I wish they sort of stayed more within the mid-tempo chug realms, because I'm selfish and it suited me very well. You know what I mean? I'm just being purely selfish. It suits my taste. And that's it. I mean, what more can I say? I'm not going to rate this record because I feel I would give it injustice, because I can see why people would really rate this record and this band and really, 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 really feel for it and have it on repeat and just really approach it in a separate manner to me. Me, I like fast music. I've got a short attention span and I like riffs of a different kind. Okay? So, it's not my forte. So I'm not going to rate it because I would be unjust in doing so, especially because I don't necessarily have a broad perspective of the Melvins competition and bands within the genre and so forth. But I enjoyed the record, and I'm glad I've ticked it off of my list, because this is definitely something I needed to check out and wanted to check out. And it was good. I mean, what more can I say? What more can I say? What more can I say? I don't know who was doing the vocals in regards to the drumming, because the drummer got credit for the vocals, but I don't know who was who. I just sort of picked up on one vocalist throughout the record, unless I was missing something. And I'll leave that there. Was it ahead of its time? This was put out in '93. Does it sound like a 90s band? I guess it does. Yeah, I guess it does sound like a 90s band. But there's a unique old school factor to it, you know. I think I could perceive this as a 70s sound with a modernized twist as far as the genre is concerned. You know what I mean? The influences of the band definitely came at a later stage than the 70s, but the actual sound of the act, bar, the you know, you know what I mean, the actual production and the atmosphere and the soundscape and so forth sounded like quite 70s to me. Anyway, with that being said, let's continue moving on. If you want me to check out more acts like the Melvins, or within the realms of sludge and so forth, please let me know, and we'll delve into it. I mean, hell, we'll do a bit of Crowbar or something if you want. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.